Hello everybody, welcome to another stream. In this one we're playing Assassin's Creed Syndicate for the ninth time in the past God knows how long. We're coming to the end now. Obviously we've got to do the end of the game. I plan to do that tonight, I think, as well as the World War One little Helix Rift sort of thing as well, if I can help it. So that's the plan today. Pretty easy, I know. It shouldn't be too tough to do at all. Let's see who's in the chat, see who we've got with us. People are talking about a NASA stream. Okay, I guess space is cool and all, but I don't think I really give a shit. The goat is here. The goat. I was joking, by the way. I am actually really fascinated by it. I'm just in Assassin's Creed mode. Now, the game forces you into this a little bit. I don't know what... I don't know if it'll open up and become... open world again, but the last sequence of Syndicate, if I recall, is quite linear. So if we have to do that and then we have to go back and do the World War One stuff, then that's fine. That's no worries. I'm gonna rewatch the entire thing when it's over. That is gaming. That reach the Gladstone's house. I love reaching the Gladstone's house.
Now where can they be? The ball is tonight. They must have taken the invitations with them.
Naturally. Speak with the kid. Because the kid will know. The kid is in a building. What do you mean he knows? The kid. Listen, there's a chest here, and it is now mine. Don't kill any policemen. What an odd objective. Child.
You wouldn't happen to have seen two carriages pass by here just now?
I did, sir. One with a man in it, the other with a woman. They split up.
Of course they did.
Go.
That way.
Thank you.
Of course they split up. That is the most Assassin's Creed filler nonsense I've ever heard. Naturally, you know what? They've split up. That is Ubisoft Quebec to a T. Just, we don't really have a logical explanation as to why they split up. It doesn't make any sense. But they did, because as far as gameplay is concerned, it's less convenient for you. Jack the Lad is the best Assassin's Creed character. Oh my god, what the fuck? Am I the only person who saw that? It's like this man just dumped a corpse on the road and dipped.
They went in this direction.
Yeah, but look! This woman's dead! What do you mean? She just fell from the sky and fell out of the thing. Cheers for the super chat, James Rostron. I must also thank Isak Kamani for your super chat that you put up before the stream was even live. I did notice you. I just wanted to know that I did see, if you're watching. And cheers to good old James for your super chat as well. I really do appreciate it. That happens in the streets of London. You witness a hit and run. I've witnessed many hits and runs. That reminded me of none of them. Okay. Look at this odd fire engine. No, they don't. It's London. They get stabbed. People get shot for this. No. I refuse to believe that happens. A normal day in Russia. Should do a GTA 5 playthrough live. You know what? If I discover that I don't have anything better to do, that might be a thing I'll do. Because I'd like to give it a go for the stream's sake. Like, sure, I've played through it once before and it might have bored me to tears, but with a stream, I think it'll be good fun. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of Grand Theft Auto. It's just, I think it misses one of the huge. Well, fuck! I just killed a policeman unnecessarily, might I add. The reason for doing so is because I'm gonna do bits now. Ah, shit. Yep. That was peak. That's not even that bad of a drop. Like, Jacob has survived worse drops. In fact, halfway through, the fall broke. Benjamin XIX, much appreciated for the super chat. Finish what you're saying about Grand Theft Auto 5. Yeah, the game just doesn't appeal to me. Cheers, Isak, for the super chat. I appreciate it massively. Yeah. But let's get the stream up the likes. What? Okay, I wanted that chest really badly, and it saddens me that I landed next to it and died. Now I have to go all the way back. Fuck! See, that's what happens when the parkour system is completely on rails and you have no liberty over where you go. It doesn't think you're going to try to be smart about it. And as a result, when you try to fall when you can grab hold of something, it doesn't let you, and you die. And people go that Unity and Syndicate has the best parkour system, when in reality, it's aesthetically pleasant, sure, but it is so restrictive. Like Unity, not so much. Unity did at least give it a crack at not being so restrictive, but Syndicate is just so on rails that it feels like half the time you're not even playing the game. Feels like you're watching a movie that you just have to concentrate for. It just stops, which is odd. Reply, Fishy, to what? You saying reply? What do you mean? Serious question. Why do assassins pick white robes as their colour? That's just the Levantine Brotherhood that prioritised the white robes, really. With Ezio, the robes weren't necessarily a requirement for the Brotherhood at that time. Only certain assassins wear the robes, I think, and the robes are mainly just there as a disguise, if you will. That's what I've noticed. When it comes to Brotherhood, it's a bit loud and proud, sure, but the reason why is because these are all hot places as well, and if you wear lighter coloured clothing, it tends to not get as hot. Put it this way, if they wore black robes, which sometimes you can do as Bloody Ezio and that would be hotter because the heat gets trapped. Oh, fuck. It's alright, filthy police officer doesn't know where I am. How are they even going to get in here? Oh shit, all the way around. I want that chest, man. More than I want to finish this game. Like I was 7 minutes in, I've only done one objective, which is reach the Gladstone's house. Okay, you rolled over that bench, Jacob. That was pretty cool, I will not lie, but pointless. Classic Jacob being a massive show-off. Social stealth, because I didn't just fall from the sky. Oh, come on, lad. Show me what you've got, sir. You know what you do have? AIDS. Right. Here's the Gladstone's carriage. I think Mr. Gladstone is fucking dead, I will be honest. I'm very confused as to what the fuck is going on there. You know what? This wouldn't be too difficult. I've murdered everyone. Liberal Party rally. That's my favourite kind of rally. Excuse me, Mr. Gladstone. Abscond, yeah? Stealth is for wimps. Nobody can combat my skill of not being detected. Technically, you've not been detected if everyone who detected you is dead. I mean, who's going to tell anyone? Flawless tactic. Still misses Gladstone's invitation, and they're not in the same place because gameplay.
Maybe I haven't been quite as delicate as I could have been, but still.
Shut up, Jacob Frye. Nobody cares about your regrets. Don't forget to leave a like on the stream, share with your friends, hit subscribe if you're new, and that'll be fantastic. On the front of my upcoming project, if you will. That is in the works. I made some progress as far as the script writing is concerned. So that's good news. So yeah, I think that's rather cool. I can't wait to get properly cracking on that, but of course I have to finish the script first.
Better be cautious. Better wait until she's
And of course on the 1st of June I'm hoping to get actual comments active. What do you mean wait until she's alone? Where's she going to be alone, man?
Now is my chance.
The golden goose.
One should not attend the Queen's ball without making a proper entrance.
I'm on a train. I wish you could walk out the door like a normal human being. Naturally. Reply fishy. Stop saying reply. Stop saying reply without anything that's actually worth replying to. Oh, okay, I'm timing you out. Fucking buffoon. Right. Hijack Mrs. Gladstone's carriage. That's just a fucking cock move, isn't it? Kids, give me items. I want to appreciate how useless the rooks have been over the course of this entire game. Because I haven't upgraded much about them. If I go into, like, gang upgrades, look at how much I've not upgraded about the rooks. Let's get rook rided. Let's just get a few things while we can. Why not? Let's properly do. Let's sort this out. I mean, what else are we gonna do? Let's become a little bit more police-like. Look at that. Now I've done a bit of... I can't believe I haven't really done paid much attention to that, and now it's all good.
Swords must be left at the door by order of the Queen. Freddy will know what to do.
Yeah, leave the swords at the door. It's not like you're carrying swords anyway. The whole point of having concealed weapons is that they're concealed. That is what the game does. Like, you know, the weapons are concealed. That's why you don't have swords in that. But you still need to leave your concealed weapons when you do the final mission. Just fundamentally correct. There we are. Complete. No, I guess the only natural thing to do is to continue where we left off. Dress to impress. Don't make their job harder. Yeah, classic move. Officially, could I be mod? Yeah. Look at this man. Oh, hang on. Look at that. I'm a well-leveled man. Actually, you know what? But we are. That can be upgraded and it'll be even better. There we go. Why am I only wearing that fucking gauntlet? I should be on at least, like, well, you know, that by now. The Devil's Handshake. Can I craft the Devil's Handshake? I don't have the money. Surely if you're crafting it yourself, it doesn't cost money. Well, that's a classic move. Right, my guy.
Quite a carriage you got there. Where did you buy it, if you don't mind me asking?
Ask all you want, Freddy. You'll never get an answer.
Damn it all. Was it my eyebrows?
Yes, and your face, voice, and body. Look, I've got an invitation to the Queen's ball tonight.
How did you come by that?
Freddy, there's to be an attack on the ball. I need to smuggle some weapons inside to prevent it.
Supposing I believe you. Only the Royal Guard carries weapons.
So?
Too easy.
For God's sake, Freddy.
Fine. I require a guard's uniform.
Done. I knew you'd come through.
Just promise me, Jacob, that you will return Mr. Gladstone's coach.
Of course.
A classic move. Right. Still, this game wants to tell me that I've earned a skill point, I think. Even though I've already invested it in something. It's just fucking daft. But again, this game is just fucking daft at times. Right, let's go. To the top of this structure. And then when we're up there, we can be the big boy. Here we are, the Grand Gamer Boy. Just waiting for my cheese. What games do you like outside of Assassin's Creed? Red Dead Redemption 2, The Witcher. I like the Mafia. Well, Mafia 2 I like. Don't like Mafia 3 so much. Mass Effect. You know, if you've been paying attention to anything but my Assassin's Creed content as well, like, you know that I don't just make content about Assassin's Creed. So that question could be answered by, you know what, why don't you just watch the content? Because there's been some videos on some bits and pieces. Obviously, it's not the full scope, but, you know, it's not. I don't just make content about Assassin's Creed these days. I look forward to Ghost of Tsushima, The Last of Us, Knockout of Royal Guard. Fuck me. Don't kill anyone. Well, I am gonna kill anyone. I'll kill anyone that I want. See? Lovely and good. Imagine being knocked out and having your clothes stolen. Will you do the World War I sequence mission? I'll do it. I'll probably do it at the end, yeah. Hide the body of the Royal Guard. Shit, no. Let me drop. Oh, I can't cancel the animation. I need to hide the body somewhere. It's just a naked man, like. You know. Does it matter? No. Cheers, Eastside Money for the super chat. I can't put him in there. This is the point where hiding spots just stop existing.
Freddy, here I come.
It's fine, don't worry about the gaming. If everyone could share the stream and then leave a like on it, that would be fantastic, I think. A real gaming move would occur, it would be magnificent. Let's go in this general direction. That is the direction we must mooch in. I wonder what's down here in this basement. It is mine now. That is rather London-like, to be fair. We do have a lot of those. There he is. I put the guard uniform in my pocket because I'm cool.
One uniform as requested.
It's still warm.
My gift to you?
I will meet you on the roof of Buckingham Palace.
You're such a romantic.
It's a fucking horrifying line of dialogue. Oh dear God. The fuck. There we are. So there's only really one outfit that I kind of like, and that's the Outdoorsman. Right, it's me, Captain Trazzers of the Trazzers Armada. Now, where do we go? Family politics. Cloak of Victory. What's an... Oh. I realise why they put it victory in there. That's always a strong word, isn't it? Well, I'm not lurking about. I'm running through the streets like a normal man. What do you mean lurking? Jesus. Sometimes the dialogue doesn't fit. I think what we'll do is we'll do this, and then we'll do the World War II sequence to... the World War I sequence, sorry. To tie it all up. I get confused between this and the gameplay thing in Unity, so yeah, I apologise. But World War I thing, we'll do it after we've done the main story. If I can suffer it. I mean, I have to put it in the thumbnail, didn't I? Do you think Starrick should have won? I mean, at this point, assassins aren't loyal anymore to the Creed. I mean, it's a video game. I don't deep it like that. I killed that police officer because there's no consequence. I love murdering police officers for no reason. Isn't it just peak? The game doesn't punish you for it. You can just do it. Now I must transform into Lydia Frye.
Delighted to see you again, Miss Frye.
Your Highness, the plans detailing the renovations to Buckingham Palace have gone astray.
I suppose you will have to make do with the copies.
There are copies? Where?
Not so fast. First, I have a matter of some urgency. Carrying out my plan would require stealth and speed, qualities I know you possess.
Not when I'm playing.
Time is of the essence, Your Highness.
Then make this quick, my dear. The most influential men in Parliament remain beyond my reach. But these very men have sent for carriages to prepare for the ball tonight. Acquire an official carriage, and we shall drive the politicians to their destinations. Along the way, I will meet with them. And afterward, I shall tell you where to find the plans.
You're a shrewd negotiator.
One must be when one is so often underestimated.
Okay, I suppose we're borrowing this man's carriage, right?
Don't allow personal feelings to compromise the mission. What a mistake.
That is not a... That is not a royal carriage. It's fine, don't worry about it. Killing the guards is what we'll have to do.
What was that? I better investigate.
Don't worry, murder is my middle name.
You gotta let me live. Who's gonna look after me little uns? You can't bet.
Funny with facts, but still.
It's all gaming. Don't have to kill you, but I wanted to. Who? See that is just murder for the sake of killing. Fuck, that went into a window instead. This combat is so riveting. My guy did a front flip. Well, back flip probably. My guy did a bit of an acrobatic move. I'm gonna clear this zone. In you come. Okay, that was masterful.
Atta girl. Slow down.
Well, that worked, I guess.
That's it.
The Queen's Guard's a shit, lol.
Come on.
Well, evidently.
There you go. Slowly.
Can we talk about that haystack kill there? That was a move for the ages.
Easy.
Look,
Easy.
two identical bald men walking down the street.
Easy.
Lobby our calls, Miss Frye?
Climb up, Your Highness. Where are we headed?
Belgrave Square.
Okay, I could do with driving, to be fair. Fuck, I just crashed into a man.
Here now.
I wasn't paying attention, I was reading the chat and I was going to say something out loud. I don't know, I was going to find a message to read out loud and then I just crashed into the man. Straight in the face, head on collision. It's not me, it's Evie. Evie's the shit driver.
Welcome, sir.
Your Highness, what a surprise.
Is life not about embracing the unexpected? I shall take
What did
part in
Dylan do?
moments of your time.
Chris, what did Dylan do?
Must be discussed. When the Commonwealth seized the Punjab from my people,
It was not a seizure, but a rightful transaction.
Britain promised to protect me. By robbing me of my kingdom, Parliament acted in violation of the treaty signed with my family. Here, read it.
That place is on fire.
Where?
Read. That is all I ask. You are one of the few in a position to help.
I will do what I can.
Thank you, sir.
Whoa there.
I trust you and your son will enjoy the ball this evening.
He is newly returned from Delhi. I will share what we have discussed. It is most disconcerting.
That proved quite valuable.
Where to now?
St. James's Park. I noticed Mr. Green did not accompany you.
He has other things to attend to.
Ah, a pity. You two seem to get along nicely.
Well, that was a problem, you see. One must not allow personal feelings to compromise one's mission.
That sounds like a quotation.
It is. From my father.
Ethan Frye.
You knew
That place is still on fire.
No, unfortunately. But Mr. Green spoke of him.
Fuck me. Jesus Christ. Wanton destruction or what?
he was, Your Highness.
And your mother as well, Cecily Frye. She and your father were partners, inseparable. The only duo that came close to challenging Mr. Starrick. And very much in love, at least with the small amount I have been told.
Cecily. I wish I could have met her.
From what Mr. Green gathered, you share much in common. Your intelligence, for one.
Ah, yeah, Syndicate, the pinnacle of
Father never
gaming.
spoke of her. What would Mr. Green know? He was only a boy when he trained with my father.
Children can be quite perceptive, Miss Frye.
Entry point. What do you... It's a park, mate. It's not a restricted area or anything. It's a fucking park.
Yes, sir.
On the double, but you walk to the carriage really slowly.
Good day, sir.
Why, what are you doing here, Your Highness?
I know how busy your days have been of late. A few moments of your time is all I require.
This is all rather unorthodox, but continue.
Britain was to protect me according to the treaty my family signed. Instead, she took my land. And now I hear Britain intends to strengthen her ties to India. Perhaps it is time to return the...
Why is it suddenly kicking off on the roads?
The Queen has supplied you with an annual income for God knows how long, and now you bite the hand that feeds you. Good day, sir.
May God bless you.
That was such an incredible interaction. Just cut off and went, good day, sir.
Only one more remains. To the Gladstone residence.
Fuck.
Do you miss India?
I remember that my mother smelled of cinnamon. And when she cradled me in her arms in the summer heat, I would hold so still that she fell asleep. When I lost my kingdom, it hurt. But truly, when they took my mother away...
You can't even walk in a straight line.
Good day, Mr. Gladstone.
Mr. Singh.
You are a hard man to pin down.
I know what this is about. Your politics have worn off. Her Majesty has tired of you. So now you come begging for scraps.
You wound me deeply, sir. My people deserve freedom. I am here to fight for them.
Why did you lose the Punjab? I shall tell you, Your Highness. You were outgunned, outmaneuvered, and simply outclassed. Yes, the Sikhs deserve freedom. I hope with British help and progress, they shall achieve it.
Then why do they cry out for their king?
Why is that place still on fire?
Britain has a duty to bring about peace. It is an enormous responsibility, and I value your guidance and advice, along with that of Parliament. But it's our burden to rule India, and certainly not the duty of a forgotten leader who has not seen his... Much luck, Your Highness, with your lobbying. I hope my advice has done some good.
Far more than your policies thus far. But I hold out hope that you will make progress. My people are counting on it.
Now what? Oh, he's walking past. Okay, cool. What a fucking buffoon. It's just, yeah, it's just driving with anxiety, that one. It's madness.
Forwarding my cause.
Oh, you are welcome. I hope some good comes of it, despite Mr. Gladstone's vitriol.
Those of us with the largest hearts protect them the most. Your father, for instance. From what I understand, he was extraordinarily sad. Broken, even, after your mother's passing. That kind of pain can blind us. Cause us to say outlandish things to protect the ones we love. It's time you returned this carriage and recovered those plans. They are located in Buckingham Palace. The Queen keeps them among her personal papers in the White Drawing Room. I wish you a good evening, Miss Evie Frye.
And to you, Your Highness.
Miss Frye, nice to see you.
What do you mean return the royal carriage? No. It's mine.
Come on.
Look at the wheel slowly but surely falling off there.
Faster!
Do I just park it outside or do I have to take it in and fight guards unnecessarily?
Here now. Easy, girl. That's it.
What do you mean? I'm returning the royal carriage.
A little the worse for wear.
Isak, what even is the point of that mission? What does it help you achieve? When it comes, it's like a bargaining. You need, I guess you sort of need the Maharaja's help, but in order to obtain his help, he needs yours, and you're sort of helping him. That's what I assume that mission is. I just don't understand why we needed to return the carriage. Like shit, what? Who thought that was good gameplay? Because it was just a bit of an obstruction of time. Steal a carriage without entering the courtyard? What do you mean? That's where all the carriages are. Now we've got one last objective, which is a night to remember, and then we can go do the World War I bit. And then we're all good. I've earned a skill point. Actually, you know what? I need to actually do... Because I'm only level 8 as Evie, for some reason, because I've got skills to acquire. There we go, level up. Oh yeah, the final gaming. Naturally, but that'll be useless now. This is the only thing that's going to be of use going on further. There we go, we're all set. Now we've got just a couple more skills to unlock as Evie, and then we're all good. See that? That's incredible. I want to pet cows in Valhalla. You're odd. I want to say that. I've never known somebody who wants to pet cows, but okay. I should probably get... I mean... If we can find a lovely Techo on the way. I just referred to the... Shit, that's an illustration, not a Techo. I love when Evie decides to crouch, she vanishes. Which makes no sense. But it'll be useful. You'll be fine. Don't worry about it, it's gaming. Let's do some Viking rap. Let's do some flighting, an absolute epic Viking rap battle. But before we do that, everyone who hasn't liked the stream, please go ahead and do so, and then we'll be all gaming. You know what I mean? Fuck. Once I'm done with the main story, I've got to do the Jack the Ripper DLC. So we're not out of the woods yet. So that'll be likely the 10th part is the Jack the Ripper DLC, you know, and that's fine. We'll do that, and then we'll be on our Then once the Jack the Ripper DLC's done, it's fucking terrifying. That last boss fight, I don't like it much. Once we've suffered that, we'll be able to get onto Origins and enjoy the glory that is Die Fed. I like when you just love when your customer leaves your shop and murders police officers on your doorstep. Especially after you sell them bloody weapons. That's rather quality. Flighting gonna be epic rap battles. Okay. What you doing, mate? Zach is from Wales, right? No, Zach lives in Wales, but he's not from Wales.
Of course he'd arrive in that.
Naturally.
Miss Frye?
Hand him your weapons. We must enter unarmed.
You could get away with a bloody bracer, but Evie couldn't for sure. You know what I mean? When you complete Syndicate story, it just makes you feel bored and like there's nothing to do. Well, I've got to do the World War One part after anyway, so.
Go on in, sir, madam.
Dear me. I am soon to become prime minister. What in the blazes is our carriage doing here?
Did I hear something?
No, just the voices in your own head.
And yet, they are so much more pleasant than yours.
Charming.
Aren't I?
Oh, well, that's a classic mooch. Well, okay. Follow Jacob. Go on, Jacob. Do bits. Oh, I forget how much I despised this mission. It's a lot of tedious faff, if I recall correctly.
I shall go and find the piece of Eden.
As you wish.
Is this the last mission? Because I think it is. Yeah.
The plans are located in the White Drawing Room, which is most likely locked. The captain of the guard will have a key.
I wish that was difficult. That would have been... You know what? I'm glad it's not. How do I distract them and get past them?
I can't do this on my own.
Shit. At least I can run off. It's fine. Okay. What? Oh, so if I get in combat, I could just hidden blade kill anyway without hidden blades. I think you kidnap if I remember correctly. Kidnap a guard. Yeah, no, I know. I know what I'm doing. Don't worry. I'm figuring it out as I go. I don't need you to tell me. I have one of the keys stolen, it's fine.
You are going to escort me. Keep your mouth closed, and this will be over before you know it.
Who are you?
Walk slowly to reduce the size of the ring. Okay.
That hurts.
What Ubisoft studio developed this? Because I wouldn't be surprised if it was Quebec. It was indeed Quebec.
That hurts. My arm. The lady is with me.
Much obliged.
Madam?
How do they not notice?
My arm. My arm.
Your fucking arm.
My arm.
Look at that big hat in fucking...
Gentle. Gentle. Gentle.
Need to find a spot where I can knock this man out.
That hurts. That hurts.
Enjoy the view.
Pleasant dreams.
Do you think his arm hurts? Because I think it might.
Hands are somewhere nearby.
Yeah, maybe it tells me exactly where they are.
Now for the vault.
I wonder what's in here. I don't even know what that is.
Jacob's most likely off stealing another carriage somewhere, or accidentally pushing the Queen down a flight of stairs.
A classic move. Don't you just love pushing the Queen down a flight of stairs?
Someone I'm simply dying for you to meet. Come with me.
Ah. A classic move. His dreams will be of his arm. Yeah.
Your Majesty.
Ah.
May I present Miss Evie Frye?
You're the one responsible for Mr. Gladstone's mishap.
Your Majesty, I apologize.
The cake is particularly good. Enjoy the ball.
I really must be going.
Miss Frye, may I have this dance?
Mr. Starrick, you've had your fun, but the game is over.
Listen. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Time is a wonderful thing, Miss Frye. It heals all wounds. We may make mistakes while dancing, but the Berserker ends, and then we begin again. Problem is, everyone forgets. They trip on the same mistakes over and over.
People can learn.
Can they? Isn't everyone around you repeating the same steps? But if one man could remember the dance, could know the time, then he could change things for the better.
Such an odd place to deliver your villain speech.
This dance is nearly over. Soon, the people will forget the generation on this terrace. The ruin you nearly wrought on London. When the music ceases, Miss Frye, your time is up. And mine begins.
Here we are, gamers.
Freddy, Starrick peppered the regulars with his own men and took several guards hostage. Your weapons are in there.
Look. Right. I'll kill the imposters and rescue the captives.
How? It's impossible to tell the difference. Oh, ye of little faith.
That's just a classic Eagle Vision mention. Don't worry about me, gamers, I got this. Bam.
Now to find the real royal guards.
Just kill all of Starrick's imposters. Are you fucking nuts? How do you expect me to kill all 16 of them undetected? He's like, need to go for now. The phone is approaching death. It's fine. I appreciate all the super chats and your presence as always. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, even though it's just a saying. But I appreciate it, and of course, take care, gamer. Look at that, we killed 2 of them, wow. If anything, this is going to be a long night. Let me free you.
I'll get you out.
The button mashing. Well, it's a button mashing combat system. It's not like you can play the game any other way. You have to mash every single button. Otherwise, you're just not doing it right. It is a... Let's free all these useless guards so they can do nothing. That is a good point. Investigate, why don't you, son?
Hold still for a moment. Make yourself scarce.
You can see that all done. Reach the rooftop to signal Evie. Ah, a classic maneuver.
The key to the walls is one must lead with one's right foot.
Oh, my!
Everything all right, my dear?
Do you require assistance?
I never liked balls.
Ha! A fucking double joke. Kicked him in the balls, and they're at a ball. That's a classic.
Here, the location of the vault. Go!
Just like that? No plan?
No time for plans. I'll catch up as soon as I'm rid of this infernal contraption.
What are you doing? Exploiting. I warned you, my boy. But you do not.
You didn't warn him though, because you've never spoken ever. What do you mean? Who are we talking about?
Requiescat in pace.
Why are we hating on James? What's that about? That's not nice. Rescue Jacob. Ah, naturally. Look at all these people watching in shock. He's blocking bullets with his fucking fists, man.
Mr. Starrick! You forgot to escort me home!
That hurt a lot.
Let me rectify my mistake.
The soundtrack is just dead. He keeps getting stabbed in the stomach. He's like, fuck me, stop doing that. It's just such a ridiculous boss battle. If there's any chance this like beam could be faster, that'd sort me out. What do you mean it doesn't? Cover doesn't work. You're fucking nuts. The fuck, man? Come on. There we go, I'm through. Really? Come on, Jacob. You can do better than that.
Get out of my city.
Henry Green. See, even Henry Green can land a hit. He's just grown careless.
We have you, Starrick. Your reign is nearly over. It has barely begun.
Henry!
It's a lot of getting up off of the ground. This boss fight.
Shall we?
Let's.
Well, this boss fight is just repetitive, and also the dialogue isn't particularly great either.
London will perish without me. You flatter yourself. I would have created a paradise.
The city belongs to the people. You are but one man.
I am at the very top of the Order.
You were Mr. Starrick.
You were.
Shame we won't be partners anymore.
It's for the best, isn't it?
Are you gonna wear the shroud and run London?
Whatever it gives, it takes from someone else. You'd continue to age without me. You'd become like father.
A fate worse than death.
Will you wear it?
After you sorted out the boroughs? The chaos I caused?
Ah, there's a super chat. Sorry, there's a donation from somebody on here at Lord's Sphere. And Cigarette Chair just put in the super chat. Absolute legend. And Pi Nikio is the one who donated a quid a moment ago. Yeah, I see you. Don't worry, I saw you. Much appreciated, man. I much appreciate Cigarette Chair as well. I got it just in time. Don't worry, we've got to do the World War I thing yet. We're not quite there yet.
Henry.
It's a big world out there. With London in the center.
Perhaps not the very center.
I came as soon as I could. Do not worry. I'll head back to the train. Did I jeopardize the mission?
Henry, you saved it. I think you belong in the field. With me.
A carriage! Nicely done, Freddy.
Mr. Abeline, please.
Your Majesty.
Miss Frye.
You've met before?
Did I never mention?
Mr. Abeline informs me that you three are responsible for saving my life. Is this true?
It is, Your Majesty.
Lydia Frye, step forward. And you?
My brother, ma'am. Jacob Frye. And this is Mr. Henry Green.
Mr. Frye? Mr. Green. Kneel.
Imagine if she just impaled Evie. Wouldn't that be fucking great? Just like used the sword and just rammed it through Evie and or Henry Green. That'd be even better. 100% smash the Queen. Jesus Christ, man.
I invest you all in the Order of the Sacred Garter.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
If you are as adept as Mr. Abeline implies, I may call on you.
Sergeant Abeline tends to exaggerate, Your Majesty.
We shall meet again. And Miss Frye.
Ma'am?
Should you want it? I saved you some cake.
Father would be proud of you.
Dame Evie Frye.
Sir Jacob Frye.
Race you to the train.
You're on.
Fair enough. I mean, whatever. Did the Queen used to dress like that? She looks like a servant who washes the dishes.
It's under the palace.
Time to go.
Queen Victoria was always a bit more subtle as far as that extravagance goes, I think. Gaming. Dr. Grammatica is voiced by the same guy who voices all of the guards in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood.
We're too late. What do we do?
Killing really is the least productive way to achieve our goals.
How do they not notice they're there? That would echo.
Kill them all.
Contact.
I like if there's a smiley face on it.
Skinny piece of shit tried to murder me, Berg. I want him to bleed.
Oh no. Not Desmond Drone.
Only the mission matters. Understood.
Those who fought
Shut!
something better, those who taught by how they live, loved ones taken long before their work.
Galena, we need an exit.
I think, to be fair, that hesitation to kill Berg there is fucking disgustingly bad. Like, just kill him. Just be done with it. Jesus Christ. Instead, no. Just not enough time when there was. Just needed to not think about it and just smash his face in with the rock. To be fair, being pushed into the concrete with that force should have probably done it, but whatever.
Shroud. Forget the bloody shroud. Stay with me, Bex. Please.
We go.
Good work in there, Initiate. In time, we will recover the shroud. And hey, we pulled a feed from our bug in Isabel's computer before they shut us out. Playing it now.
Oh no.
Sorry about the mess.
So, how's the shroud gonna help you create a new clone?
It's not. When the shroud is wrapped around the body, it scans it for damage and then reconstructs it on a cellular level.
You're not making a clone. You're gonna recreate a precursor from scratch.
Bingo! The Phoenix Project timetable just got accelerated big time. I'm going to call Alan Rick and deliver the good news. It's like Christmas!
It's like Christmas. He chuckles. Now this bit pisses me off endlessly because it goes nowhere. Besides from the comics.
Hello? It's me. Brought the shroud as you asked, but I'm scared.
Do not fear me. You've done well.
I'm not scared of you. I'm scared for you. Anyone finds out what you've been doing.
You have played your part, my instrument. I will save you. I will save you all.
Ubisoft Quebec moment. Ha. I thought you had to conquer all of London's boroughs to actually be able to do bits, but whatever. Right, let's get some bit. Oh, look at that. Now I need to get one more skill point and then we're all set.
Step aside, Evie.
Right, now you know where we must go. Dab on them haters. Oh no. Don't be doing that. Let's go to war in World War 1 sequence. Don't worry, it'll be done. It's what the gaming requires. Oh god. I'm sweating like mad. Hi Fishy, how are you? I'm doing okay, thanks. How are you? Like, I've not been making as many videos per se. Like, I've been doing a lot of streaming, obviously, because of the lockdown and the fact that I find that more entertaining for people over a longer time span. But I've been working on this hefty video, and I can't wait to get back to writing out this script, getting it done, and then I can put it up on the Patreon so the patrons can see the full script before I start working on the main bulk of the video. Parts of the video are already sort of set up and done as well, so it's not like I've just been writing the script. Some parts of the video are already set and, you know, done and all that, and I've been rendering it in bits to avoid having too big of a file, so that I can go and edit the little bits individually if I need to, and then they'll be when they're all done, they'll be strung together and it'll be the most glorious video ever. It'll be great. Watching you for quite some time now. I love your videos, man. I appreciate that. I really do. It is gaming. It may, and it smell. Layla Hassan might not be the modern day protagonist in Valhalla. Hasn't it been confirmed that she is, though, by, like, Darby McDevitt or Ashraf Ismail? Because I do believe it has. In fact, I know it has. So yes, Layla Hassan will be the modern day protagonist. Again. Can we go? No, we don't go with you. Oh, what a shame. I love how the Blighters still have fucking boats and that after we've done bits on them all. So I've got to do... So the next stream after this will likely be the Jack the Ripper DLC anyway. So we're not quite done with this game yet, as saddening as it may be. That's alright. Once we're done with this, then we get to move on to Origins.
Come closer, Cypher. Perhaps we have met before. Perhaps not. You search for an artifact. Let me show you the truth.
Are you there? Your readings are going haywire. Force, get out. You have to get out.
Hello. In the past, you hunt for one of my artifacts, but I come to you today to speak of the future. Follow Lydia Frye. She will lead you to me.
Did I do about? I don't know, mate. Did you? Time to see Churchill, boys. Can we calm down with the dab emojis? We could do, you know. I'm level 6. What skills do we have? All of them. We have all the skills. We are Lydia Frye. Where does it say that? Does it say anyone? No, but it's fine. Don't worry about it, me.
What's the position of the second wave?
1 hour away, at most.
Don't worry, it's just the generator acting up. I'll see to it.
Stop right there.
That's not very polite.
Even in these trying times, we must never forget the laws of common courtesy. Arms down.
Winston Churchill as a young
We
fella.
appear to have been following the same trail, Miss Frye.
I got here first.
Indeed, you are to be commended. I fear, however, that we have not wholly rooted out evil in this vicinity.
There's another radio.
Accompany me, if you would be so kind.
A classic move.
That second device must be found, or new waves of Zeppelins will soon blanket the heavens.
Short on soldiers, are we?
If you could put your considerable talents to good use at Tower Bridge, you would have the thanks of a brave but beleaguered nation.
I would settle for the right to vote.
Benjamin XIX again with the super chat, my guy. Is she evil? Is she Eve or Jacob's daughter? She's Jacob's granddaughter. By this point, Jacob and Evie were both still alive. They were just living outside of London due to being old. Got a big hood, lol. You know what? You're not wrong. She's got a gigantic hood.
Ah, here's a mention of a radio. Where is it?
Oh yes, top 5 hiding spots in Assassin's Creed. Why didn't I ever mention the fucking doors on the boats? Who cares about stealth, right?
The radio's close to the river, but I need more than this.
Naturally, we have a rope launcher anyway, so it's sweet.
The radio's on the bridge itself, North Tower. I should drop by and say hello.
What a clever idea. Let's go. Here we are, gaming time. Oh, look, a blighter just chilling up here for no reason other than for the sake of it. Die and that. We're just gonna pick up those rifles or drive a tank. I mean, let's meet our expectations a little bit, eh? Okay, well, there's no way in which that really should have worked, but whatever. Airplane go brrr. Indeed, it does, Isak. Cheers for the super chat, mate.
It is done, sir.
Let us postpone celebrations. One of the bloody blips has broken through. Not to worry. I have a contingency plan.
Many airplane go brrr. Reach the anti-aircraft gun. There we are.
Mr. Churchill assures me you have operated one before.
Mr. Churchill is wrong, but I have pointed at things before.
Aim for the plane! Our shells won't make us hit.
It's alright, there's infinite ammunition, so I can just... do bits on the... That's cover, okay. It's the Unity feature basically, isn't it? It's in Unity, so... Those fucking Templars. The best part is they're wearing the same attire as they do in 1868, even though it's like 1916. I think this is set, right? I'm ready. Where are the planes? Okay. Let's kill the planes. Ah, look at that. Talk about that for skill. Did blimps even exist back in the First World War? There you go. All dealt with. Wonderful. Okay, the planes. What next? Now what? Great. Done and good.
Heartwarming sight, Miss Frye.
Your remarkably armed boat deserves a share of recognition.
One of my experimental projects when I was Lord of the Admiralty. I haven't always been a man of shadows.
And I suppose this victory will thrust you back into the limelight.
We may have struck a blow against the enemy, but London is still riddled with German agents. Currently, there's a new group, unlike anything I've seen before. Theirs is a fanatical, almost religious fervor.
And you believe I'm the woman to flush them out?
Indeed. I dare not approach Mr. Asquith without firmer evidence, but I believe they pose an immediate threat. If you concede to this, I give you my word that once I've battled my way back into Parliament, I shall see if something can't be done about your request. As you are aware, a vote can be far more lethal than a bullet or a blade.
Okay, that's gaming. That right there.
Once I walked the earth as you do. I was born to the Illuminat caste in the city of Phaon in the year 2195 of the Isu era. Now I travel the vast corridors of your machines, adrift here within the gray. But I grow stronger. The world is nearly ready for my return.
Ah.
And so I have summoned you to this war-torn simulation to tell you a story. It is our story.
Wait, is that the end? No. Not quite. There's a couple of bits and pieces. Just trying to figure out where it is. See, it's that way. But I think we can all agree there's one place I need to go first. I've earned 4 skill points, but I can't invest them in anything. Because, look, see, Yeah, like, no matter how many skill points, they're not relevant here. They're relevant more so in the when we return to the land of, well, you know, the gamers. Dog's barking at something, and it's not the best time for him to be doing that. It's like, it's got to be like past 11 PM now, right? I've not been checking the time, but it's got to be. Yes, it is. Come on, dog. Don't be. No, it's not. It's just gone 12. Jesus, it's earlier than I thought. Fuck. No, it's 20 past 10. Okay. Hit me. Be really frustrating if I did a leap of faith. So I'm going to try not to do one of those.
I hope you like my new office, Miss Frye. As you can see, my informants have found some promising leads. Evidence of spy activity has surfaced around the field hospital, St. Catherine's Docks, and the Tower of London. I needn't remind you how crucial it is that we put a stop to these infiltrators.
Ah. Fucking pain. Oh god. Look at that. The fucking tedium.
You won't find better. You have a pleasant day now.
Oh man, I'm a big fan. I'm here. You make more videos on Red Dead Redemption 2. You did not do the woman in the house video yet. That my speculation. What do you mean woman in the house? That is not very specific. Like, if you could be a bit more specific, maybe I'll be able to understand what you're trying to say. Where's the house and what's the woman in the house doing? And also, when people said you haven't done a video on this, there's always... there's a lot of times where people have said that, and I have. I just haven't seen it. Let's not do the optional objectives, we don't have time for it. Oh, it's like someone knows what happened here. Yeah, good chance they're dead too. Ah, yes, a bit of story that I don't care for, because Juno doesn't matter.
I once loathed the very sight of your kind, in the same way you recoil in the presence of an arachnid. Humans were created by we who came before, the Isu. We crafted you in our image, but deprived you of our true gifts. You were bred for hard labor, and in extreme cases, war. We built great observatories to monitor you, devices to control you. We blessed you with resilience, but cursed you with ambition. And so you rebelled against us. I suppose we are to blame for the state of your species. Is it any wonder so many of these simulations revolve around violence?
Yeah, because gameplay. Darby did work on Origins. He just wasn't. He just did bits early on, and then he moved on to work on Valhalla. But yes, Darby did actually do some work for Origins. Now he's got a bigger role than he ever did for Origins. So I guess there's some logical business to it.
I believe I'm quite getting the hang of this espionage business. This one should be of particular interest to you.
The script was rewritten. No,
No,
he laid down some groundwork is what he did. He didn't write the script. That was down to, what's his name? He's also working on Valhalla. Sure, some bits were adjusted as they developed the idea, but he laid down some groundwork for the concepts, if you will. It's very clearly not a Darby written game, but then again, Darby's technically not writing Valhalla. He's the narrative director, not the lead writer. The lead writer is the guy who did the writing for Origins, I do believe. None of what he did was in the final game, was it? Some of the ideas were, but none of what he directly did, no, not necessarily. Locate the fugitive spy. I'd love to, but I also don't give a shit.
Intruder!
Huh. It's a bit of a maze, so staying down is a good, wise idea. They used a smoke bomb, so I can just escape. Wasn't too difficult. Pretty sure Darby wrote Origins, it wouldn't have been a massive retcon. You never know. Nobody's perfect.
We became distracted our time assembled to prevent the coming disaster. Among them, forthright Minerva, proud Jupiter, beloved Aita. We spent years locked away in the Grand Temple, attempting to find salvation. The others could only think of physical solutions. Yet I believed the only way to save us was to transform us. Inspired by the research of the great scientist Consus, I attempted to place Aita's mind into a stronger synthetic body. I failed, and my beloved died in my arms. The others shunned me.
For gaming? Darby is not the lead writer, Valhalla, he's the narrative director. The lead writer is Alain Marseille, or however you pronounce that surname, that did the bit of writing for bloody Origins. So if anything, he's in a higher position of control than even the lead writer. Like, he has the sway of this is what the narrative has to be, and he double checks and he makes sure everything's good and to the standard. He's never been. I think he's been lead writer in the past for Revelations and Black Flag, but now he's narrative director. Just so you know. Together, it was joint lead writer with the Origins guy, is he? Okay, fair enough. But he's the narrative director, and that's a more important role for him. So there you go. See, all I could find is that he was the narrative director, not that he was the lead writer. Well, yeah, maybe I'm wrong, but I just know he's narrative director too, so he's the boss, basically, of that story. Him and hit between him, Ashraf Ismail, and the Origins guy. He wrote some pretty good bits, to be fair. I think they could come up with some magic, to be honest. So I do look forward to finding out more. I should not sink, because she is the captain of the Frubsuckle. Right.
We believe one of the spies is posing as a nurse in the nearby facilities. She has been taking blood samples into odd-looking cubes and delivering them to an unknown accomplice.
Oh, observatory cubes.
Spot them during one of these illicit rendezvous. Good luck.
A fucking observatory cube. Wow, because timing is impeccable on that. Fine, don't worry about it. Nobody even knows I'm real. Imagine pronouncing Sunin as Sunin instead of Sinin, which is the correct way to pronounce it. I don't understand. I don't speak any of these languages, man. I don't know. I'll just go with what they say, how they say it's pronounced, because that's how they'll say it in the game. And even if it is wrong, fuck it. Maybe it's a regional thing, Sinin. Just walked up to her like, excuse mum, and stabbed her in the throat. Lol, I'm a native speaker. But fair enough. Fair enough, maybe it's a regional thing, God knows. You're a native speaker of the modern version of the language though, aren't you? So there's a bit of a difference, probably. Maybe you're right. I don't know. I only know what they say, and if it's how it's pronounced in the game, that's how I'm going to pronounce it when I play it. Because otherwise, it'll be just confusing, won't it? There's a viewpoint here, apparently. We get it. I've completed a spy hunt. Isn't that peak? And Brits colonised Africa and enslaved black people like so many other European countries, and that shouldn't mean they're evil, shouldn't it? Well, British people have always been portrayed as the villains in media. Like even in like I don't know, fucking Star Wars until the new trilogy came out, they used the British accent as a, well, especially in the originals actually, where they used the people with British accents as the villains, if you will. And then there was well, Vader had an odd accent. I couldn't quite pin that was from, but whatever. You know what I mean. What I'm trying to say is, if you have a British accent, you're an antagonist, and that's fine. See that? Beautiful. That was gaming right there. Which is absolutely make people sound smart. See, visit England and no. I mean, if you're not from here, you'd understand that smart is not a thing associated with a lot of the accents here. The accent is so odd. Like maybe a posh accent, I guess, makes people sound posh. I guess I could just plant there. Colonising is morally correct. To be fair, the colonisation bit was a bit of a piss take, wasn't it? Let's be honest. Because who asked the British Empire to colonise everywhere? Sure, maybe a couple places asked for a little bit of help. Not everywhere. Where's the last goon? Oh, there you are. You're in a different building altogether, right? It's fine. Don't worry about it. We certainly didn't ask for it. Exactly. There you go. Some places might have done, to be fair, like ask for a little bit of assistance. But the British Empire had a habit of invading everywhere. Like, I think you'll be hard pressed to find a country that hasn't been invaded by the British Empire at some point or another. Like, I don't think such a place exists. Everywhere's been sacked by us. I mean, come on. I didn't loot you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, love. Right. To be fair, the British were a nasty bunch. Bring back the British Empire. I think we can all agree that thing should stay dead. We can't even govern one small little island. What do you mean?
In the year 2306 of the Isu era, the sun unleashed its fury on my once great civilization. I perfected the work of Consus and made it my own. I salvaged Aita's brilliant essence and inserted it into the DNA of your rebellious kind. I sent him into the unknown future to be reborn again and again.
Yeah, we shot on to eat more cookies. Well, a obese child that ate other children is probably a better analogy.
Stubborn Minerva and foolish Jupiter discovered me and sealed me inside. Entombed, I waited for the day when your technology might allow my return. That wait is nearly over.
Right. Let's go and do bits over here. I welcomed them, although they were outside, but didn't want to share the land, so they took it instead. It's very British, that. Very British Empire. Civil by European standards may not be what the natives wanted. I think throughout history, if there's one word that describes European... Well, if there's one word that describes European history, it's not civil. That is not the descriptive word that is applicable. Very violent history. There's a lot of painful executions, throwing people out of windows. They in fact coined a word that means throwing someone out a window. Originally, actually, it wasn't coined for this reason, but originally the word defenestration was to depose someone of power. But thanks to the defenestration of Prague, where they deposed people of power by throwing them out of a window, defenestration got a second definition, which is the act of throwing someone out a window, and it's the best word that's ever been made ever. Few words have as much power as defenestration. Maybe drop, yeah? Belgium was ruthless. Anywhere that decides, you know what, we're better off colonising the world. As ruthless as... Oh, fuck. Or when you stab somebody 50 times in Black Flag, they just don't care. Abscond time. This is a part of the I don't think it is. I think it is the same sort of district as you know, where you find the rift in 1868 is what I'm trying to say, I think. But it's just different, I guess, because it's different time period. Right, let's abscond. What did Kyle say, I wonder? No, if it wasn't for the Brits, Africa would be tribes, America would be the same as the 1600s, and Australia would be desert. Australia is not desert. It's the same as Australia's always been. Sure, there's a desert there, but I don't even know if there is. Is there a desert out there? I'm sure that it's a hot place, but it's always been a hot place. It doesn't matter. There's still a hot place. Most of Australia clings to the coast and things where it's not desert. America was settled by not just the Brits. In fact, it was originally settled by fucking gamers. No, imagine. And, come on. Africa would be Africa, man. Like, not just tribes. There's more to it than that. You gotta not be mad. He's just out nerded Kyle, boys. The parts of Australia that are desert are still desert, is my point. You wanna know why? Because nobody lives there. I love how we've gone from Assassin's Creed to discussing the morality of colonization. I mean, come on. I know which one I'd rather talk about right now. Neither. The British Empire just did to the world what the Vikings did to them. Pillage and rape. Oh god. Poor Saxons. Oh, for fuck's sake, Lydia! I didn't expect to be saying that in this game. Okay. This is not Skyrim. I don't need to be shouting at Lydia for doing dumb shit.
Miss Frye has uncovered the location of the sinister cult of spies plaguing our streets. You know your orders, lads. Follow her lead, and let us rid London of this menace.
The fucking Rooks and the spy HQ. Imagine spies having a HQ in enemy territory. That is dumb as fuck. They'd have a hideout, maybe. We could sit here all day and talk about how the British Empire fucked up the world. I mean, come on. It'll be half the argument, but it's all done now. It's all in the past. The Empire no longer exists, thank fuck. So many cultures in Africa were destroyed due to colonization. So many cultures worldwide were. I think we can all agree that colonization is a very invasive thing. It's practically a cultural invasion of sorts. Not always necessarily done with the intent of aggression, but it never winds up going well, does it? Maybe that's because colonizing places is just a dick move, especially when they're already occupied by other people. With the help of a Jedi, the Rebel Alliance defeated the Empire. Yes, it defeated every empire. The British Empire was defeated by a fucking Jedi. Listen, I know where the fucking spy layer is.
These documents could well win us the war.
Who are the other group? Where do they get their orders from?
Tide is turning in our favor. We've laid the course. Do not fret. I will help you.
Something just isn't right here.
You have no business in this area.
I will.
I've been fighting this woman.
Dumb. Oh, it's the sage. It's just a random bloke, but he's the sage. He's got fucking Robert's beard, and that's it. That's bothersome. Guide me into the grey, my beloved. I am your instrument. Try this. Here we go.
Excellent work. The ringleader is dead, as are his bizarre disciples.
Is that it then?
Well, there is still a war on.
Then we both have our own affairs to return to.
Know that you have done a great service to your country. Thank you.
Ah, peak. And now we get a bit of Juno talking. Telling us about her massive big money dick.
Lydia Frye killed was my husband, Aita, reborn, known in your time as a sage. Thank you for discovering his fate.
What does it matter? He's
Pattern will be added to my own.
dead anyway.
Perhaps you believe, as other assassins before you, that it is your duty to work against me. But consider this. It was an assassin who freed me from my prison. I am no longer she who lies in wait. I am the mother of wisdom. I am the nexus of flesh and machine. I am Juno.
Okay.
And if the greatest assassin of your generation can see things my way, then perhaps you can too.
Okay, right. There's one last thing to do, and that is get the fuck out of here. I have a question. Which way's north? Oh, I know. I know. This is just past the Syndicate map. Like the rift is on the eastern side of the 1868 map, and on the 1916, whatever year it is, 1915, 1916, 1917, whatever year this is actually based. I think it's 1916. It's just it's the other side basically, because you can't visit the you can't visit what's this plot? This gaff. You can't visit this gaff in the main bulk of the game of Syndicate, so that's all over here, and that's I think gotta be right. When she says the greatest assassin of your generation, she means Desmond, yeah. I mean, they'll find a way to retcon it so that Desmond is not the greatest assassin of the generation. Yes, because I wanted to go into the water. I love intricate parkour. Right. What period in Irish history do you think will make a cool AC game? Any ideas? Yeah, like I know much about Irish history. The knowledge of the wise.
I'm not reading any more signs of network disturbance. What
The
happened?
lineage and the first of DNA and the leading effect, and yeah, he saved the world. No, It's a well-earned title, but they'll find a way to retcon it so it's someone else who's the greatest assassin, by throwing a fucking bigger thing in later. I wonder what they'll do with Layla Hassan since she's fucking killed an assassin as well as plenty of Templar bits now. Like, what they're going to do? Like, she murdered in cold blood an assassin. So I'm thinking she's no longer an assassin and she's no longer working for Abstergo. So she's fucked it, basically. Ah, shit. Actually, the only periods of Irish history that I've heard of the famine and the troubles.
I thought I'd lost you.
Right, now what we need to do is we need to get ourselves leveled to the final level 10 mark.
Have a rest, brother dear.
And there we go, just like that. Assassin's Creed Syndicate's main story has been completed, along with the World War I segment, and that is a wrap on that one. We'll be back soon to do the Jack the Ripper expansion. Naturally, it has to be done. Otherwise, we'll be in a bit of trouble, won't we? So it needs to be handled. It's just a case of when. Then after that, we'll go on to Origins, and then we'll play through that, and Origins DLCs at some point, and then we'll never touch Odyssey. So that's a pretty good little run, I think. So I think we're kind of done now with Assassin's Creed Syndicate. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to go ahead, leave a like, subscribe, share the channel with your friends, and all that wonderful stuff. That would be fantastic. I'd like to thank the donators, Pi Nikio for the donation, and the super chatters, Isak Marnie, James Rostrom, Benjamin XIX, Cigarette Chair, and I think that's it for this stream. I really do appreciate your super chat donations, and your generosity humbles me, and I really do appreciate it, as well as the appreciation I have for the lovely patrons. I really do appreciate your support too. If you're a patron, thank you for your support, like I was talking about just then. Some of those names overlap there, of course. And of course, if you want to join that list of lovely members, and there's a link in the description, you get some extra content over there. In fact, there's something over there about my next project that you can watch right now if you're a patron, and it's pretty cool, I think. But whether you think it's worth it is completely up to you, I understand. And that's cool. But of course, thank you to every one of you for watching this stream. And with any luck, I'll catch you all very soon with another video or stream at some point. But until then, take care and goodbye.